let's talk about rolling today. So today went really well. We learned a couple of new techniques, some of which feels like I'm gonna have to definitely focus on executing quite a bit more, only because it's quite technical move, but I won't get into that. Let's talk about rolling. Let's talk about my thoughts on jiu-jitsu so far. Overall, feeling good. One thing, I guess, a tip of the day would be when you're drilling things, definitely try to alternate which direction you're doing. So if you're trying to pull a move off of the right arm because you're dominant, also try it on the left. That'll do two things. One, get you used to having both arms there, just in case you're trying to, just in case you find yourself in those positions. But also, tip of the day for another reason for doing that is that you want to alleviate pressure off of your partner in hopes that, and hoping that they do that as well. So that way, one of your arms isn't jacked all week. For example, we worked a lot of closed guard defense work. Basically means that when you're on your back and you have your legs locked on the dude or girl, and what you can do to submit somebody from the bottom. And a lot of that involves arm locks of some sort, and either putting a lot of pressure on the elbow joint or putting pressure on the shoulder. And because a couple days, in fact, I think most of this week, I've been kind of the dummy for the instructor on these moves. It's not just the drills I'm running with my other peers when we're drilling with each other. It's also the movements when they're being taught to the class I'm the dummy for. So needless to say, like, my right elbow is kind of cranked a bit. So if you're like me, where you're having a limited amount of sleep and maybe slightly restricted calories, you might have a hard time. So definitely focus on trying to alternate your arm if you can with your partner. That way you can get a little rest. As far as rolling goes, today went really well. There's one particular dude I rolled with today that I think he's really good to roll with, because first of all, he's better than me. Secondly, he's heavier than me, so that plays a huge factor, because he can muscle some things, and that's always sometimes good. That way you find yourself in bad positions you gotta find escapes from. But also, thirdly, and most important in my opinion, is somebody who can also kind of teach you things after the rolling session is done. So we'll sit there a lot of times after the roll, and we'll be like, oh, well, what'd you do there? What was your goal here? Or what could I have done? And how did you do this? And this guy's great because of those three aspects. And afterwards, we'll often sit down and say, oh, I did this. Or when somebody's doing this, try doing this, and then get back into this position. So that helps you tremendously in your learning, because that'll help you really focus on growing and learning how to do things. And sometimes if you're able to calm down in the rolls, you can really think back to those moments and think to those tools that you don't remember using, but definitely learning from someone and executing those. I've done that quite a bit with some of the stuff he showed me. So definitely very thankful for that. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll leave you with the video of the rolling today. If you guys like this type of thing, if you like these videos, hit that like button. Questions, comments down below. Let's keep this going. If you guys want any, I don't know, thoughts on more stuff, let me know what you guys want.